Jarkiplier. Definitely not Darkiplier.
Janiseptica. Definitely not the Antiseptica.
When opposing sides both create their own unique anomaly, there are bound to be comparisons.
And if the battle we are promised never really happened, alternate timelines start writing their own versions.
Since the two combatants today are so closely tied to their real versions, we use the base information we have on both Darkiplier and Antiseptica to create a fight, so we can reach a better understanding of their arsenal.
He is Tovenaar and I'm Shotgun.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Once upon a time, Markiplier himself was killed. But only one question rung throughout the darkness. Who killed Markiplier?
A bunch of old friends and acquaintances were sent an invitation to play some poker, but that evening quickly turned into a murder mystery. This murder mystery included a man known as Damien, the mayor and Markiplier's old friend,
which was his target all along. For you see, Markiplier was not dead. This was all a setup for them to get close, so he could steal Damien's body and live a new life.
He killed Damien in the process, with some other casualties along the way. Celine the Sayer, and a district attorney, aka us.
By some unholy happening, the three of them now all reside in the same space, but all wanted the same thing, to get revenge on Markiplier.
So they joined forces, figuratively and literally, and became its universe's greatest anomaly, Jarkiplier. Oh, come on! Not again! We did this last time too! Why even talk about his backstory?
Now, Shotgun. There's a good reason for it. While Jarkiplier is an alternate universe's Darkiplier, his abilities are the exact same. That indicates he must have a similar story.
Fine, you'll get away with it this time. So Jarkiplier is double the man with a woman's wisdom. That sounds overpowered.
That's a good way of putting it. The exact source of his powers is shrouded in mystery, but interpretations suggest that it all originates from a dimension called the Upside Down. A place where the rules of physics don't apply.
That sounds all creepy and all, but I have my own theory.
Oh? Really now?
Yes sir. Darkiplier has 3 souls residing within him, which means he is 300% human. This is simply too much for the world to handle, which makes his appearance warped and eerie.
That's... well, honestly? You might be onto something. That explains why reality seems to crumble whenever he appears. It takes a lot just to stand near him.
Whatever his source of power truly is, it has created an absolute menace. He can teleport to whatever spot he desires, capture deceased souls to gain power, and even break the 4th wall.
He is both well versed in manipulating the void he brings alongside him, as well as reality itself. But his most dangerous asset isn't his power, but
Darkchica!
Well, yes, but we are talking about Jarkiplier, not Darkiplier.
Aw, so no doggy?
No. His most powerful asset is his charisma. He is a cunning, manipulative mastermind. Darkiplier is already capable of pulling the strings in the background, but Jarkiplier has even shown to be able to reach us directly.
He's also a master in mimicking, capable of playing someone else so well he can trick us into believing we made the right call.
However, in timelines where he fails, well...
No way! Did he actually get taken out by a gun? This all-powerful entity got shot to death?
Well, yes. Strangely enough, many theories suggest that the date with Markiplier is the last in the timeline, which may indicate that Darkiplier actually died there.
Of course, he may not stay dead for long, but having a bullet be enough to take you out does negate some points.
The source of his power makes him all-powerful, but doesn't change the fact he is a resurrected man. He is simply trying to get his life and body back, which Markiplier took from him.
And when it comes to Jarkiplier, he got taken out by Darkson, which seemed to be a pretty easy day for the JayJanLee anomaly.
Darkson scales and even exceeds people who can spawn meteors and hit the ground with enough force to launch large chunks of ground into the air. Losing to him isn't that embarrassing, but it does mean he isn't on that level.
But with that said, good luck to whoever dares to oppose him unarmed, because it might just become that fateful day where you disappear.
How are you here?
Is there a specific reason you are watching us?
A human's mind is most peculiar. It holds many secrets, such as the phenomenon of alter egos.
Hi Tovenaar, Aren't we just alter egos too?
Okay, let's not dive too deep into ours, but instead the mind of Sean McLaughlin, otherwise known as Jacksepticeye.
From pretend superheroes to a guy who's stuck in the 50s, to some kind of German doctor? Whichever way you slice it, there's a lot going on in the little Irish brain.
But none are as dangerous, as close to taking control of it all, as
Jacksepticeye! Heck yeah, I got your ass, Mike.
Well, of course. But we still need to understand Antisepticeye first.
That's right. He is the strongest and most dominant of the alter egos, pushing himself front row and center on the regular.
The glitch we witness might just be his unrivaled power, pushing himself to the front so thoroughly, everything around him glitches out.
If I had a nickel for every time a character on this show glitched out to the point it affects the space around them, I'd have 2 nickels. I'd be broke, but it's strange that it happened twice.
This glitch allows Antisepticeye to perform many things, like regular teleportation, breaking the 4th wall, and manipulating the space around him.
His glitch is so severe, he manages to take control of Jack on the regular and even fully breaks out at some points. This guy is creamy scary.
Creamy? He's capable of levitation and jumping from hosts. That happens in the blink of an eye, so he's definitely capable of massive speed.
What is most important too is how batshit insane he is. He's fully capable of game overing himself to kill his opponent.
Which is what makes JayJanLee so unkillable. He has no body to call his own. He simply uses Sean's vessel. So hurting him in any way wouldn't affect him.
Yeah, he killed Jack and was still powerful enough to move around his corpse. Ending his vessel does nothing. Kill him with fire! Oh, wait.
Because of this, he's also capable of controlling the other alters, or overpowering them when it's their moment to shine.
All of this leads me to believe the theory that he is getting power by the millions of watchers who beg for his return. The cries filling the void within his heart.
He is the most popular out of them all, which also translates to his insane power. However, he isn't perfect.
That's right. Despite all the times he has fully broken out, that never lasts long. More often than not, Jack is fully capable of holding him inside.
And we can't forget Chase, who held him inside for days without even fully understanding the situation.
It seems to take him a while before he can actually break out, and since he has no body of his own, he's kinda forced to painfully work his way to the exit.
And just like Jarkapplier, Antisepticeye also lost to Darkson. That means that both of them are not on a meteor-destroying level.
But if the entity's only real weakness is time, you should be careful, because when the clock strikes 0, you will reside in Antisepticeye's world.
Oh, I've been waiting decades for this.
Alright, the competitors are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It is time for a death battle!
You're watching. Stop that. Get away. This is my
It has been a while. Jacksepticeye.
It's time to dance, Jarkapplier.
So you can still withstand my force. What a nuisance. Your soul is mine. Civilized little bitch. Wall of the room that broke down. Fire.
We've been playing in your home advantage for way too long. Now it's time for my home advantage.
Kayao!
Skit. That's 1. 2 more to go. At the end of the day, you're just a little glitch that needs patching. And like I said before, your soul is mine. The Upside Down is superior.
Hi-yo! No way, are you serious?
Pay up.
This is some bullcrap.
Thank you.
But really though, how did Jacksepticeye lose? He's unkillable.
On paper, he is. So let us dig into this one, because it's a doozy. Presence, speed, durability, experience and abilities are the most important aspects. No strength, because that's not a factor in a fight between them.
Alright, I can give you presence. Jarkpie gains his power from the Upside Down, as well as simply being 300% human. Reality collapses whenever he appears, while Jacksepticeye only really glitches their surroundings out. Jacksepticeye is also constantly battling for control, while Jarkpie has no such drawbacks. This point goes to Jarkpie. That's 1 for you, but what about speed? Jarkpie tends to take a sweet time and has never showed great speed before. But on the flip side, Jacksepticeye is a glitch. He snaps around the place and can jump hosts without anyone noticing. Attacking him can prove to be difficult already, which means this point goes to Janty. When it comes to durability, there is also no contest. Darkply's powers don't really protect the resurrected man, which we have seen a lot. But when it comes to Anti's power, they make him unkillable. He can literally commit game overing without actually losing his powers. If anything, it seems to make him stronger. Yes, the gunshot might not have ended Darkply, but if we believe the popularity of a date with Markiplier being the last in the timeline, we have no proof he survived it. Even if we did, that still doesn't hold him above Jacksepticeye when it comes to durability.
Next up is experience, which is where Jarkply's advantages start to kick in, because all Jacksepticeye has really done is battle alter egos that weren't on par with it. Darkply, meanwhile, has taken on many personalities with similar powers to he himself.
Jacksepticeye wouldn't be something he has never witnessed, especially not since he's well versed in the Upside Down, a place where physics do not apply.
Because of this edge in experience, their abilities show how Darkply could turn this fight to his favor. Darkply can directly attack and mess with Jacksepticeye's soul, which he has never really needed to encounter for.
Its supply Jacksepticeye feeds off of the want for his retard. That alongside the fact he is an alter ego at his core, we can be pretty sure that he has a soul.
And while damaging his body doesn't damage Jacksepticeye, that doesn't protect him from Jarkply's raw presence. Moving a corpse will get tougher if it starts to shatter.
So theoretically, Jarkply could just simply steal a supply. That is when you'd have to battle him elsewhere, in Jarkply's own mind. Jacksepticeye is fully capable of taking control of Jarkply, since he has rarely shown to be capable of countering that. But don't forget that Jarkply's mind consists of 3.
It doesn't matter who Jacksepticeye would target first. Taking over one would still leave him to deal with the others.
And battling those other 2 while no longer protected by a vessel, it would be lights out for Jacksepticeye.
Jacksepticeye's speed and durability would make him tough to catch, but with Jarkply's mere presence, experience and greater abilities, he would be capable of holding him back, taking his power and leading him into the one spot he would be vulnerable.
Looks like Jacksepticeye's world was just twisted upside down.
The winner is Jarkply.
Next time on that battle.
After all this time, we made it on the roof. The stoners are guided when it gets down. Yeah, stories over past times. Tons of little gold dimes. The Big Bang was a conflict. No need to resolve it. To Leeland. To Leeland.